No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You look at this Browns defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave it with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Duvernay in motion. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Watson. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Faking the give. Now Watson on the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Watson now on second down. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down. Cade York on now for the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action. Now Jackson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Jackson options out left. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Jackson on first down. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start...
He's got a man, complete! Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Jackson now off the bootleg. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. An audible here to get a new look. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Deep to return is Scotty Miller. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. He gets away from one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Duvernay in motion. On 2nd down, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 70. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. Down the right sideline. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Duvernay.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would admit that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And now Watson throws another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and 3. Jackson now. Over the middle to Beckham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he fin, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On first down, it's Watson. Complete to Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Ford. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That second down play nets a -4.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes third down and 7. Back to throw, Watson. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First down, here's Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Mitchell now off the option. Fighting through and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A toss left side for Mitchell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Ravens send their punt around now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
We can do this, offense! Here we go! This is asleep!
2nd and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This is Ford. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Faking the give, now Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Carlos Basham from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Off of play action, it's Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Watson looks to throw again. Throw out wide is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? Charge. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down and 6 now. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. And not a whole lot there as they get him down at about the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 77 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Whoa, it still won't go down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this complete to Tillman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
At the 42-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's a 2nd and 8. Another run with Mitchell. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 8. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for a punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Baltimore, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.